What is up, my chickens? It's Jazz McDonald today, and I'm doing Thanksgiving video part 2. This was just going to be a one-part video, but I went to pause it, and my video just completely stopped because I do not have enough storage on my phone. So I was going to make another video. It might even be a 3-part, 4-part, whatever. But this is part 2 of it. I'm gonna wash out my bowl because that's nasty. Don't let that get nasty. Right now, I'm just gonna let it sit in water because dishes is later. I'm not gonna do the dishes before, so I'm just gonna let hot water sit in it. And I'm gonna put the eggs back in the fridge after I throw away these 2 shells that are I just used. Now I'm gonna go put the eggs back in the fridge. Now, while I'm waiting on the eggs to boil and the brownies, I was trying to figure out what the word was. Give me a second. I have to make a cheese ball. I'm not going to add the entire recipe because I'm hoping to make it a business one day out of my family's famous recipe for cheese ball. Because it's different than a lot of people's recipe. So I am planning to hopefully make a restaurant out of it. But I will show you few things. I will show you a couple things. These are too big. Where are the lids? This got me stressed out. I just made a giant mess of water all over the ground. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. No, we don't. I always manage to make a giant mess while cooking, and that's why I don't cook. I'm going to pause and clean this lid because it seems to still be. So as I was saying, I always manage to make the giantest mess or whatever while cooking, and now I lost all my ingredients. There it is. But I always manage to make the biggest mess in the world while cooking. I don't know how. I cook so carefully and everything, yet I make the biggest mess in the world. Doesn't make sense to me. But it always happens when I'm cooking something. And it sucks because I love cooking, and you know, it always stresses me out that for some reason I'm always making a giant mess while cooking. But I'm a great cook, so I don't understand why I always make the giantest cook. And I mean, being a great cook has nothing to do with making a mess or anything. But as big as a mess I make all the time, you would probably think I was a toddler if you didn't know me. Because I somehow always seem to, make the biggest mess, and I just honestly don't know how I do it. It just honestly happens. So I've got this, first ingredient is cream cheese. My family seasons it a specific type of way, but I won't tell you how you were going to season it. You just have to figure that out yourself. But I will give you most of the recipe. But this isn't our secret one. We have another one that's more like secretive and stuff. And more like unknown about. This one is not our favorite one. This is just the one I'm cooking today. But we have a favorite one. But it's not the one we're going to be using today. So gonna have to smush the cream cheese into, it's not just gonna stick into one little thing. It's gotta be able to become a ball. You know what, I didn't think about that, but I probably, instead of using a spoon, use a fork. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep this spoon out just in case I end up needing a spoon, but yeah. So you're gonna make the cream cheese, Well, you're not gonna make the cream cheese because we just use store-bought cream cheese. Can you even make your own cream cheese? I mean, I'm sure you can. It's not hard. I'm sure you could make it. It's probably is a little difficult making your own cream cheese, but I'm sure you could do it if you really wanted to. But we're not gonna do that. Maybe someday. That someday is not today. I'm just gonna continue using store-bought cream cheese. And I'm going to let this soften a little bit, kind of like you do butter. And I'm going to start cutting our meats. We right now have chicken. You're going to use sandwich meat. We're going to use chicken today. I hate the smell of chicken. And we're going to use turkey today. Is that turkey? Corned beef. We have honey roast turkey, which we don't have a lot of. And you're going to just kind of cut that up. And you're just going to kind of like cut it up however you guys cut up this stuff. That's up to you, cutting it up. And I'm just going to cut up using a butter knife because I'm not wasting too many dishes. That's too much work to waste dishes. And I'm gonna so I already split it in half, the circle turkey breast, and then I'm gonna split each half into half again. You know, because you don't want giant chunks in your thing. Then you're gonna stack them together and just cut them. This isn't scientifically proven. Cut it however you want. Just telling you guys how I'm cutting it because this is my first time ever making the cheese ball, but I know the famous family recipe, so. We have no measurements. It's just kind of like you kind of taste it yourself, like the cook always tastes the food. Always. And if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, add some more of the ingredients. Whatever you need more of. Thanksgiving is it's not my favorite holiday. I don't really like it, but sometimes cooking is nice for you and just amazing thing to do, and I do like cooking. I think Thanksgiving is one of the most stressful holidays in the world. And it doesn't help that Thanksgiving is right before Christmas, and you pretty much do the same thing on Christmas. You eat and stuff. And it's better to cut less than you need than to cut more because you can always cut more. You can't cut less after you've already cut it. I hate the smell of turkey. This is all sandwich meat. This looks like an old person's skin. I apologize if you're an old person. It's so thin. So I currently did 2 pieces of the chicken, and I'm currently on my first piece of the turkey lunch meat. I'm only going to cut 2 of each, and if I need more, I'll need more, and I'll just, I'll make it make sense. These are the specific meats you're supposed to use, like, otherwise it's not going to be as good. And I'm not going to give you, like, what we season it with, because, like, that's a little, personal. Just because the fact that, this is a family recipe, so I'm not giving you the entire family recipe. You guys gotta kind of figure out yourselves, like, what to season it with. No one could beat our cheese ball. Personally, it's what all my family says. They might be able to beat me because this is my first time making it, so it's probably not going to taste as good as, like, my grandma makes it, This is, like, her mom's recipe. And, yeah. I'm currently boiling eggs and making the brownies, as in part 1, and I will, while I'm still waiting on this thing, the cream cheese dough thing, I'll do a little bit of, the eggs are boiling. I don't think they're done yet. Should turn on the light for the brownies are definitely not done. So yeah. And then I'm going to go back to trying to crush this cream cheese. Crushing cream cheese is hard. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm doing it right, but that's okay. So then season it with whatever seasonings you think would do best, because I don't want to give you our family recipe fully. So I'm seasoning it currently right now. And I'm seasoning it before I put the meat in, and I think I'm going to season it a little bit after I put the meat in. But I don't know exactly how the seasoning works, like how I'm supposed to do it. I'm just kind of guessing. These are called assumptions. Oops, that's a little much. I might not season it after. Are you glistening? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. If you ever saw it, you'd say it glows like a light bulb. Okay, this is really hard. Why is cream cheese so tough? Am I supposed to do it another way? Like, is this not the right thing? What, am I not doing it right? don't take advice from me when cooking. Because, like I said, this is not going good at all. Was I supposed to do something to the cream cheese? Was I not? I'm just going to assume that this is okay, because I don't think it's okay. It does not look okay. It looks terrible. I feel like a disgrace to my grandma and my great-grandma. I feel like a disgrace to it. These people, I do apologize to the people that I'm disgracing right now by whatever this is, and I'm trying to call it your cheese ball, your family recipe for cheese ball. I do apologize for being a disgrace with that, because I do apologize. And I want to mix, I don't want the meat to be together. Mix your guys' meat, because you probably don't want all the chicken in one spot and all the turkey in one spot. Kind of just mix it. I mean, you don't have to mix it. You could probably do that way, but I'm already being a disgrace to this cheese ball system, so don't want to ruin it forever. I'm trying to at least be something. But that something is not going to work right now because I failed. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, na, 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 na. And if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows like a light bulb. The reindeer used to laugh and call him names. And then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And how the reindeers loved him, shouting with glee, yippee! Last Christmas I gave you my heart, and the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Even this pan just said how terrible my singing and cooking was. I just was like, nope. Don't sing around us. Don't do none of that stuff that you think you're good at around us. Actually, I don't think I'm good at singing. I know I'm terrible at singing. Like, I would not hire myself to sing. Ever. I wouldn't even hire myself, so that shows you how much of a terrible singer I am. And how much you know I'm a terrible singer. I mean, probably if I use a ton of autotune, I might be good, but I don't like people that use too much autotune. Like, either you can sing or you can't. And there's people out here that can sing but don't have a music thing. But you guys, there's people out here just using like autotune and stuff and not knowing how to sing. Like, doesn't have a good voice, and you're stealing that from the people that have such a good voice but don't have a platform, because you're stealing their praise that they should be getting. Just a personal opinion. And, we're entitled to our own opinions, so. Whether you like it or not, that's my opinion. And you guys are entitled to your own opinions. I'm entitled to my own opinion, so. Either way, I'm not going to complain about your opinions, so please don't complain about my opinions. One day I hope to be a big YouTuber and use my platform for the good of everything. Because I don't think it's good to like preach so much stuff and then like not go along with it. Like that's, to me, hypocrisy, and I don't really like hypocrisy. Mm. 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 That's good. Gonna just kind of mix it a little more. I think I did it, guys. I think I did it. Maybe I'm not as much of a disgrace as I'm really thinking that this is making me be. Yeah. Okay, so that cheese ball's good. And you eat cheese ball with crackers or chips or whatever. And so I'm gonna just take what's off this fork, because, you know, leftovers. We don't waste a bit. You eat every money's worth. Every cent's worth. Mm-hmm. 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 That's good. Okay, maybe I'm not such a disgrace, because that was bomb. And I'm going to save the rest for Thanksgiving. I can't eat any of it. That's going to be a hypocrite, because I told everybody else, no touching. So, a cook's got to try their own dish. So yeah, the cheese ball's done. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Ew. Definitely not putting that lid back on. Landed in dog food. So then I'm gonna dry this lid of mine. Gonna add it onto the butter bowl I had for this thing. Put this stuff in the fridge, and then I'm gonna go check on the eggs, because you can't just boil eggs and leave them there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a part 3 video, because I need to stop this right here. I gotta clean up my mess a little more, you know, gotta get it a little more, because I made a giant mess. So yeah, I'm gonna do a part 3 of this. Goodbye.